Hi, this is Lea Thompson, aka Lorraine McFly, or Lorraine McFly Baines Tannen, and Paul, Rob, and Scott are doing their Back to the Future Part 2 podcast.
Welcome to the 3 Retro Movie Geek podcast with me, Rob Taylor.
Me, Scott Witham.
Me, Paul Constable.
What's that? Welcome to the 3 Retro Movie Geeks podcast with me, Rob, the Truffle Shuffle Taylor.
And me, Scott, I ain't got time to bleed with them.
And me, Paul, Saved Cocktail Constable.
And we're going to be talking about 80s and 90s movies from our childhood.
The greatest cinema era ever.
Shark still looks fake.
Welcome to the 3 Retro Movie Geeks podcast. I am Paul, Saved Cocktail Constable. This is Back to the Future. And joining me from the future, we've got Scott, the hoverboard Witham.
Nice.
Yeah.
As I'm doing the intro this time, Rob gets a special name.
Oh, excited.
Rob, the Almanac Taylor.
Rob
Nice.
the Almanac Taylor.
In recognition for all your glorious quizzes, which I propel and do so well in each podcast.
Excellent. Back to the Future 2, by the way.
Back to the Future 2.
Not 1.
No, Back to the Future 2.
Part 2.
Part 2.
Yeah.
Back to the Future 1 was our second most listened to podcast.
Wow.
So we'll see how this propels.
You're excited, aren't you? You're very excited about this, Paul.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can tell you're excited. Is that an almanac in your pocket? Oh, it is. Okay.
Just happy to see us. Just happy to be doing Back to the Future Part 2.
Part 2.
Wow. We're finally here. What's it, 18 months since we've done the first one?
I think it is, isn't it?
Yeah. What episode is this?
26.
26.
26.
26.
Wow.
We're still going.
Yeah.
Doing well, aren't we? Doing really well.
So, Back to the Future Part 2, but before we go on, I believe...
Well, I was just going to say, I noticed yesterday on our YouTube channel that we hit 10,000 views for Crocodile Dundee. Isn't it?
Wow.
10,000.
That's my mum put it on repeat.
10,000.
And mine as well.
Yeah.
That's 5,000 each.
So that's the Crocodile Dundee video version we done in the pub.
Yes. Remember that?
I
wonder-
do remember that,
Yeah. In the
I wonder
pub.
if Jeff has it on in the pub on repeat
Oh, he probably
for the last 12 months.
has.
So maybe we need to go and visit Back to the Future. No, I've got it in my brain now. Crocodile Dundee Part 2.
Yeah, we could do that. Don't know.
That's still an 80s film?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
yeah, 80.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we were 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
So,
10,000 views, is good, isn't it?
wow.
That is good. What have we been watching then the last few weeks? Please don't say Back to the Future, Paul. Because we know that.
What did I say to you in the week about Back to the Future? I've been watching
You said you
Part
needed
2.
a detox.
Indeed, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't we all?
And what did I do? Watched it a couple more times. It felt I no longer needed the detox.
You relapse.
But what I might do after watching the second one so many times this week, believe it or not, watch Back to the Future Part 3 next week.
Actually, talking of all of them, as we just did then, we do every bloody week. I did a poll on Instagram and I asked everyone what is their favourite Back to the Future film. And I got the results here.
Dun, dun, dun.
68% went for Back to the Future 1, the first one.
Okay.
And
surprising.
32% went for this one we're doing now, Back to the Future 2.
All right.
And 0.
So the
Went for
popularity
3.
gets slowly worse towards the end of it. Oh.
But when you think of the third one, there wasn't much time travel, was there? It was just like a Western.
Just back in the West.
Third one
But
is
it was-
fantastic.
Yeah.
I reckon.
Yeah.
I must prefer, I think I'm Part 2, Part 1, Part 3. My
Right.
order.
You
of,
like 2, yeah. I remember you saying
2,
that
1,
before.
3. That's my order of preference.
Yeah, 1 for me.
I've got some bad news about Back to the Future Part 1.
What's that?
So, an iconic scene or filming location
Right.
is set to be no more.
I read this.
Twin Pines Mall,
The mall, yeah.
where Peabody used to live.
Going to be a Tesco Express?
Who knows what it's going to be? It's been sold and it's due for demolition.
Audi?
In America.
It's sad, isn't it?
Sears or
I think the only thing
Yeah,
suitable...
Target. That's it.
It could be a new DeLorean factory.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably the only thing fitting
That's
on
an
it.
island.
I can't believe they're going to knock it down. I mean, it's one of those film locations I've always wanted to go to. Shit, time's
Yeah.
run out.
Shame on that.
Unless I
Well, you
invent
get a time
flux
machine.
capacitor
Yeah.
and go back.
Just go back. I just also got to mention a big thank you to James Greenaway from Farringdon, a friend of mine, who has lent me his hoverboard, which we've got photos of, almanac, and the cap that I've got on now.
Which you were looking for just a second.
Yeah, I was looking my cap. It's on my head. Yeah. Do that with your phone. Where's my phone?
There's some
In my
fantastic
hand.
props. They look the part.
They're cool, aren't they? Do you like the book? It's good, isn't it?
It's as perfect a replication of a excuse me.
Yeah, sorry.
Pardon me.
But
Perfect
don't-
replication of the Grey Sports Almanac that I've ever seen.
But
Excellent.
don't really need to use it now because we can
No.
just Google the results.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
And the hoverboard, I'm going to give it a go now, actually.
Right.
Scott, can you just put it on the floor
Hang
for
on,
me?
mate.
Yeah, that's it. Just put it down there.
Here it goes.
That's it. That's great. And then
On the
I'm
floor
just
for
going to,
you.
although if I could just stand, hold on a minute, just if I can get on it. Right, okay. Can you switch it on? Oh,
hang on.
Yeah,
Here's-
press it now. That's it. Excellent. Hold on. Whoa. Hello. It's a bit wobbly, actually. It's a bit wobbly. Hold on to me a minute.
Careful.
That's it. I'm just going to try and get backwards and forwards. There we go. Look, I'm over here now. Very good. I'm going to come
Look
back.
at him. He's doing it. He's
I'm
doing it.
Come back. No, a bit back. There we go. Alex, look at that.
Very impressive.
The
First
future.
time?
Yeah, first, actually, turn it off for us. I can't reach down. Brilliant. Thanks for that.
That's shut down all of a sudden.
Yeah,
isn't
that was
it?
quick, wasn't it? Yeah.
No shutdown power.
No, there's no shutdown. That's how it goes.
Wow.
Yeah. So that is the hoverboard. How cool is that?
That's very cool.
I'm just gonna. Yeah, that's Oh, hold on.
Oh, that's what you should have used for the
Power off.
sound effect.
Yeah.
Power off.
Power off. I should have planned that better, shouldn't I?
Rubbish.
So that's the hoverboard.
Well, that was a great piece of radio.
Thank you.
Radio.
Radio
Podcast.
podcast.
Yeah.
So they do
Audio.
work.
Yeah.
Remember
It's the future.
Yeah, that's good. Well, a bit dizzy now. So thank you, James, for that. I'll hover back on it later and give it you back.
So aside from Back to the Future, has anyone watched anything else?
I have.
What have you watched?
So I'm not a massive fan of musicals. I hate musicals. There's only one musical I really like. That's Grease. However, there is another musical I do like, The Greatest Showman. Been watching that this week. That's
good.
Just for our listeners, I still haven't finished watching Interstellar.
Please don't say that
I
you are.
thought he was going to say, what's the one, the Christopher Nolan one recently? Oppenheimer. I thought you were going to say Oppenheimer.
Well, that took
again.
about 4 episodes to watch
Actually,
as
they're
well.
both Nolan films, aren't they?
Yeah.
You can't get through a Nolan film in one
No.
sitting.
Well, maybe Nolan needs to shorten his films. I mean,
We talk about this every week.
watching it
We talk about this every week. Jesus.
apart from that, no, the only other film I watched is Back to the Future Part 2 this
Okay,
week.
yeah, we would say that every week as well.
Old Boy.
You don't have to call him that.
Oi.
He's stood right next to you, Scott.
Jesus. On your
Stood right
hoverboard.
next to you. I
The
know he's a-
original Korean Old Boy
Oh,
back
film.
in 2003.
I get
Off of
you.
my 100 movie. I'm
Yep.
on 74 out of 100 now.
Oh,
Would you
you,
believe?
oh, you did there.
Slowly getting there.
Yeah.
Old Boy.
What, your 80s?
No.
Ultimate
the
one,
the
eh?
80s
Oh,
I'm
the
about-
ultimate one.
The ultimate.
I was going to
the
say, I
80s
don't
I'm
remember
about
seeing that on the list.
50. I'm about 50 in the 80s.
Right.
So Old Boys are weird. It's quite good fun. They got a really cool one-shot fight scene, but towards the end, I'm not going to ruin it for everybody. But if you're a father of a girl, if
Right.
you've got a daughter, horrible film.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'll say.
Give it on the miss then.
Well, what about you?
I watched, it's his latest film, The Abyss, for the first time the other day.
Not seen that.
So-
James Cameron.
Yeah, so cool. It's so realistic for a 1989 film.
Yeah.
It's
Michael Bean.
yeah, amazing. Well, good film.
Ed. Oh God, what's his name?
Yeah, from
Ed 209.
Ed, not Ed. Oh,
Oh,
God.
that was RoboCop.
Not Ed Norris. No.
Oh, we're free retro movie geeks. We can't even name.
Yeah, from
Ed Norton?
Beautiful Mind.
Not Ed Norton.
From Beautiful Mind. Oh my
He's in
god.
Top Gun Maverick as well.
Yeah. Keep talking, and I'm just gonna see
Google.
if I remember it.
Have a look in your almanac. I know.
He's in obviously The Abyss. He's in
Edward Scissorhands.
It's
Not
just come to me.
Ed
Ed Harris.
Ed Harris.
Ed Harris.
Yeah.
Ah.
Phone
Just
away.
come to you on your phone.
Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful Mind. He was in, wasn't he? That's
I
what.
had never seen Beautiful Mind.
Oh, that's
No,
good.
not seen that.
That's well good.
Wasn't that Russell Crowe?
yeah,
yeah.
Russell Crowe, yeah.
No, not seen that.
Yeah, so I watched that. I watched Goblet of Fire last night. Harry Potter.
Yeah.
That was good. And Forrest Gump.
Great film. My top 3.
Yeah. Talking of Forrest Gump,
Oh, here we go.
Oh, Jesus.
Here we go.
again, same every week.
9 minutes we're in, and here comes the jokes.
Yeah, talking of Forrest Gump, he's been in the country, isn't he?
Forrest Gump?
Yeah, he called me up the other day. He said, "Can I come round and help him with his internet?" And I said, "Yeah, I'll come round and give you a hand, mate." So I went round to Forrest's house, Goes in there. He says, "Yeah, I'm having a problem with the Wi-Fi." He said, "I need a new password. It's got to have letters and numbers now." And I said, "What about One Forest One?"
One Forest One, yeah. One Forest One.
And then we started talking about other stuff about different generations. You get like the boomers, they're like the 40s, weren't there? And you get I'm a Gen X, just about. I think it goes.
Gen Z, Gen X.
Yeah, you're a millennial. I think something like that.
Know.
And then there's Gen X, Gen
what
Z.
am I then?
You must be Gen X, same as me.
Gen X, Gen Z,
Yeah.
millennials.
Anyway, I said to Forrest, cut a long story short, I said, what generation are you? And he said, I'm Gen A. Gen A's the girl he likes. Gen A.
Robin Wright. Okay. Sorry, that's the actress.
Oh, is it?
Gen A.
Oh, right.
Yeah, sorry.
Because Gen A's...
Yeah,
you get it?
I'm speechless.
That's good, isn't it? Last one, you can tell your family. That's a clean one.
Gen A.
That's a clean one. That was all my films, yeah. What about Doc's phone call? And he called me the other day.
Oh yeah, if you don't know, listeners,
Our previous little mini podcast.
Rob got a call from
The Doc.
The Doc.
Yeah, Dr. Emmett Brown. I sat down watching, just put Back to the Future 2 on, and the phone went. I thought it was you two messing about. It was Doc from the future. We had a little phone call. If anyone hasn't heard that, listen to it. It's on our podcast. It's just before this one, isn't it? And of course, today, what is today as well? It's Back to the Future Day, isn't it? It's October the 21st.
2024.
Yeah, 21st is Back to the Future Day today.
Happy Back to the Future Day.
Back to the Future
Yeah,
Day.
that's why this is coming out today.
So does that mean we got to watch Back to the Future?
No,
later?
we don't watch any more of this film. After this, that's it.
No, watch the first one or the third one.
Mentions.
More 80s, plenty more films to watch.
Anyone want to do guess the film?
Go on then. This isn't going to be part of the quiz at the end, is it?
Yeah, so what we're doing, this isn't going to be added onto your quiz score because... Quiz score, sorry. Because I want this quiz to be a fair quiz, 0-0.
Are you saying the other quizzes aren't fair?
Well, no, but I want
exactly.
this to be... So, let's play Guess the Film.
Guess the film.
Guess the film. Guess the film.
Okay, so there's no point system here, just first one to guess it. Clue number one. You could get this quick this time. 1985 sci-fi comedy film directed by Ron Howard. We did him last time.
Sci-fi comedy.
Sci-fi comedy. It's what it said on Wikipedia, yeah.
It's not Spaceballs then.
No.
I got absolutely slaughtered by this, my friends, Andrew, I'll give him a shout out at the end, for not getting splashed, by the way.
Yeah.
So I got it in 2. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Can't think of
Ron
any.
Howard, sci-fi film, haven't got a clue.
No, Paul?
I don't think this was a comedy. I've never seen it. But I think Lea Thompson was in this film. Space Camp.
No, it's not.
Space Camp.
Next clue. Couple of the characters' names: Ben, Arthur, Jack, Joe, and Walter.
Oh, Cocoon.
Oh, he's got it! Well done. Well done. Yeah, the next couple of clues
Some
were
legendary, amazing actors in that. Steve Guttenberg.
That's it. That was a couple of other clues.
Jack Lemmon was in that, wasn't he?
Old
And
Folks
Walter
Home.
Matthau.
Yeah.
Yep, Cocoon. Of course, you would have had 4 points if I'd done a point system this week, Paul.
That's right. We can still add it on.
No, I said we're not adding it on, so it's.
Yeah, you're only doing that
I
so you
watched
give
that in
Scott a
lockdown.
fair chance with the quiz later.
Well, I didn't want Scott to get it on 5, and then you have a 5-point head start on Back to the Future quiz.
Yeah, imagine it the other way around.
Yeah, see, we'll
fine.
go point system again next time.
Ah, okay.
That's that.
That's fine, because Scott hasn't seen the next one either.
No,
And I've seen
we'll
it
talk
quite
about
a
that at
few
the end.
times.
Talk about that.
Oh, Friday the 13th.
Yeah, right. Okay, let's get on to some Back to the Future 2 stuff then. You love this one, Paul, obviously.
It is, yeah. I mean, out of the trilogy, it's probably my number 3. I love Back to the Future 1. I love Back to the Future Part 3. 2 is probably the third, but, you know, to be fair, I don't want it to sound like it's a crap film. I don't like it.
It's darker, isn't it?
It is. They're brilliant. I love all of them. Hence why I've watched it probably about 5 or 6 times alone this week.
Robert Zemeckis directed it. 1989 film. Filmed at the same similar time as Back to the Future 3, as we know.
Well, they filmed them back to back, didn't
Yeah.
they? They've done 2. I mean, this
Is this the first time that was ever done?
I think so. I couldn't think of anything. I can think of stuff in the future, like Lord of the Rings, Pirates of the Caribbean.
They
Well,
all
I know-
film Back to the
yeah,
I think
it's
Clay
about-
did it, didn't they?
Matrix did it. 2 and 3 Revolutions. And
This is the only film I can think of where the trailer for the film is in the
right at the
at
end.
the end of the film.
Avengers. No,
Oh, okay.
one of the Avengers. The first Avengers film was put at the end of the last Marvel film before that, which was really exciting.
Right.
But yeah, this was the first case that I can remember of, like, to be, you know, it says to be concluded right at the end, not to continue, to be concluded, and then it plays the trailer. So
Yeah.
you must have been just like, oh my god, you know, like not left on a cliffhanger. Well, yes, left on a cliffhanger, but also know for sure that there's going to be a sequel coming out.
Yeah.
Or when you're at the cinema, and
I
it's
mean,
really thrilling actually.
I mean, I watched this one at the cinema, but I remember a friend of mine at school telling me, "Oh, we've been to see it. You got to watch the end." Now he didn't tell me what happened at the end, but told me I'd love it. And at the end, I mean, the film's brilliant. Saw it at the cinema, and it was like, holy shit! Back to the Future Part 3. They're doing another one, and you know, it just blows my mind. It was just
Well, when they finished the
fantastic.
first one, they hadn't planned on doing a second one.
So it was meant to be.
Just ended like they're just going off into the future to have some fun, and you got to
Yeah, well, we don't need robots.
yeah, and that was it.
Which was, again, a great ending to a film by itself. And I guess they didn't have the budget for a whole trilogy, but they realised how popular it was.
First script idea, they were going to go back to 1967 in the film. So they're going to do the future stuff, then go back to the 67, but then they decided that they're going to go back to 55, which I thought was interesting. Mm-hmm. She was going to be like a hippie. Lea Thompson was going to be a hippie, I think. I wonder if she's listening.
No.
No.
Yeah, I think she would.
Might be.
Probably listening out for her memories, but
Yeah. Hoverboards in this. I think the hoverboard is more synonymous, is that the right word?
Yeah.
Swallow the dictionary. Than the DeLorean. I think when you think of Back to the Future 2, I think of a hoverboard straight away.
Well, the DeLorean also hovers, doesn't it?
Yeah.
yeah. But when this came out, 2015 seems so far away.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we were younger, and as we get older, time seems to fly past. But
That's crazy.
you know, when this came out, you just think, Christ, 2015, that's just like lifetime away.
Yeah.
You know, and you think, Christ, I'm going to be an old man when that comes around. And, well,
we are,
bang, here we are.
9 years
9 years
past
later,
it.
after 2015. Shit, I am an old man.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Mad, isn't it? They used VistaGlide motion camera on this to do the special effects. You know, of them, 2 or 3 of them in the same scene.
Yeah.
This was
Yeah, you
groundbreaking.
can see that so many times, actually.
Yeah.
And with modern 4K TVs, I think it's more prominent.
Yeah, it's clever, isn't it? It allowed an actor to portray multiple characters simultaneously on screen without sacrificing camera movement. Like I was reading that, wasn't it? It was like the first of its kind. It's really good, isn't it, as well? It's like,
Yeah,
the effects in it are still good as well. When the DeLorean flies up and the police car comes in the shot, oh, it looks pretty cool.
Yes,
I don't think it looks dated at all.
Yeah, it's good. Although, yeah, my son, he saw me watching it the other day and he said, that looks so fake. But,
I mean, it is fake.
yeah. What? Don't tell Paul.
Yeah, but your son also supports Manchester City.
Yeah.
And their bank account is fake as well. So,
Yeah.
you know.
We don't want any legal action.
Sport politics.
Yeah. So, that's... You got anything else on it before we go through it?
I just think it's a genius idea. The story goes so well with the first one. You know, no, we can talk about it as we go through the scenes.
Yeah. Okay. Right, shall we get into our DeLorean and go to 2015 then?
Off we go. Oh, hang on. You better back up, Rob.
Okay. I'm
You ain't
backing
got
up.
enough road to get up to 88 miles an hour.
Roads, where we're going, we don't need roads.
We don't need roads.
That's what he says, isn't it? Right, let's go through Back to the Future 2. Go. Let's go. How's it start?
Well,
It starts with the
How it ends.
reshoot.
it does.
The reshoot of this scene.
I mean, at the time, I did not realise they changed.
Reshoot. Yeah, with Elizabeth
Jennifer.
Shoot. Yeah. Elizabeth reshoot.
Yeah, very good.
Thank you very much.
His hair's different. I
Yeah.
guess he's a little older too, but not enough that it's really...
She's got a wig on, hasn't she, as well, I think. Elizabeth
she got a
Shue.
wig
Yeah,
on?
because I love Elizabeth Shue.
Yeah.
And she looks a little bit different in this than she did in Karate Kid.
Yeah.
Obviously a bit older. but-
Which Jenny... Is it Jenny? No, not Jenny.
Jennifer.
Jenny, which one? Jenny.
You're thinking my brilliant joke from earlier.
Yeah, I am, yeah.
Jenny.
Which Jennifer do you prefer? Back to the Future 1, Back to the Future 2?
What,
Seriously,
fancy?
Scott, have you not seen this film?
As in, what? Or do I fancy when I was a kid?
Yeah.
Probably Claudia Wells.
Yeah.
Sorry,
agree.
Elizabeth Shue, if you're listening.
Yeah, I would agree. I think I'd put Claudia Wells.
Paul?
Well, I didn't realise they were two different people.
No, but as a kid, we didn't know, did we?
I didn't realise, so, you know, I can't say either way, really, because I thought they were the same person.
There is a scene with Biff, though, isn't there? He comes in, which isn't in the first one. But he comes out.
Goes flying DeLorean.
Yeah, and he says a DeLorean. That wasn't in the first bit. And he comes out of his matches, doesn't he? Because I thought, what is he saying about his matches? Which obviously it does come into the story later.
Matches for...
His auto detailing business.
Yeah, because the matches, because then we'll get to it later.
Yeah, I just got that just then.
And he says it go off. He says this car go off.
Flying DeLorean?
Yeah.
Something very weird going on or something.
Yeah, something like that he says, doesn't he?
Yeah.
But they have to go to 2015, don't they?
To 2015.
Again, I thought to myself when I was watching this the other night, it didn't really have to. He could just literally say to Marty that in 30 years' time, when your son gets asked to go and do a robbery, just tell him not to do it.
Yeah, but it's as if children listen to you.
Yeah.
But then we wouldn't...
That is a very good point, actually. I've never thought about that.
Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah. And also, Back to the Future 3 happens because they've gone into the future in the first place, in 2.
Yep.
So they didn't have to do that either.
Yeah.
Because he gets shot by lightning in the...
Yes, so the whole the time continuum paradoxes.
Yeah. So he doesn't need to do it.
Mess with time, it messes back.
Yeah. Jennifer's in the car.
Well, no, we needed to do the other one. This is where it gets all confusing because Marty from 1985 is in 1955. Otherwise, in the real 1985, he suddenly disappears.
Yeah.
So he had to go back.
When you start thinking about it, it does get confusing, doesn't it? Like we were talking about how many DeLoreans there are. Well, there is only one, but there's like in some...
Well, I figured out that there must be 3 at any one time in 1955, but actually you reminded me that there should be 4 DeLoreans in Hill Valley at one point in time, up to 4 DeLoreans in 1955.
Can we name what they are?
Because you've got Doc's original build.
Yep.
Then you've got Marty and Doc coming back to 1955. You've also got Biff coming back to give himself the almanac.
Yep.
And then you must have the DeLorean, which is left in a cave
from
for
1885.
70 years from 1885. All those 4 DeLoreans, I think, if I'm right, must be in the same timeline, in the same place.
Yet there's only one, really.
Yet there's only one, really. So you could clone yourself over and over and over again just by coming back.
Keep going back loads of times. There'll be loads of you.
Loads of you.
Oh, imagine that. So they put Jennifer in the car at the end of Back to the Future 1, and of course they have to have her then at the start of 2. So this is why they...
But Marty says, why did you bring her then?
Yeah.
It's like, I had to think quickly.
Because she was in the car, wasn't she, as they go off. Again, that's why they wasn't thinking of doing 2. They thought that's how it'd end. Yeah.
So they land.
Well, they arrive on what looks like the M25 in the air.
In the sky, isn't it? Yeah. And
flying through the sky, and that's when Jennifer's like finds out she's in the future. She don't
act that excited, does she? She's like, "Oh, what's typical women? What's my wedding like?"
Yeah, that's it. What's my wedding dress like?
What are the kids like?
Nobody should know too much about their future.
Yeah, the men are like, "What's my stag do like?"
Men are like,
"Did we win the league out here?"
Yeah, let's go and buy a.
Let's go and buy a book. Yeah,
and go back and.
She wants to know where they got married and how big her wedding was. Women, eh? Good morning, ladies. No?
We're always popular with the ladies.
They love us, really. They know we're joking.
So that bit, he puts her to sleep. Then they do land, and you see Hill Valley in the future.
What I love about this is when he gets out and he's sort of like, it's the future. It's like just past the alleyway, just out of shot. It's although they've landed in the future.
Yeah.
The shot of the future just past there is like the market square, whatever you call it, Hill Valley.
Yeah.
That's quite cool. It's like you can just see, and the cars going past, these sort of...
it's kind of, just around the corner, and like he's not allowed to go yet, and then...
But the thing is, how big is Hill Valley? Because when they...
It would be bigger, wouldn't it?
When they first arrive in Hill Valley, and they're flying cars and stuff, it's pitch black.
Right.
Yet when they get to the square,
it's
daylight.
Good point.
Now, how far is Hill Valley away from Marty's house?
4:29 in the afternoon.
Yeah, so why was it dark? Yeah, you're right.
Why was it dark?
Never thought of that.
Unless it was just dark rain cloud, dark rain clouds.
Storm, they're high
I
up.
never thought about that. Yeah, that's a good point.
So when they, so Food for thought.
He's got a little mission. He's got to go and tell his son to say no to
Griff.
And Griff is Biff's
son.
grandson.
Grandson.
Yeah, grandson.
Oh, so we miss a whole generation there.
Yeah, that's his grandson. Well, you think Biff is 1955.
Of course.
Now we're 2015. This is his grandson.
Yeah, because Marty's son.
I used to think
So
it was
we
his-
never know who's in between Biff and Griff, do we? Ever find out?
No. And we don't know who he married either.
No, we
No.
don't. Ah.
And Griff
Or in this
Apart from
timeline.
in the
In this
alternate.
timeline. Yeah, in the
1985.
alternate one we do, yeah.
puts his jacket on. Size adjusting fit.
Size adjusting. Oh, I mean,
Like
everyone,
a speaking spell.
Power laces.
everyone
Yeah.
wanted power laces. Everyone
Yeah.
wanted the size adjusting jacket, the self-drying jacket.
That was cool, wasn't it?
Their predictions of the future were hilarious.
Yeah, when we come to their house, that's a good thing to talk about. Yeah, I've got some
Yeah.
good things on there. Some things I got right though.
Yeah.
Some things I got wrong.
Yeah.
Then we get the newspaper and it says about Marty's son, Marty Jr. Have you seen in the corner of the paper? Like, if you look carefully, paused it, and it says Washington prepares for Queen Diana's visit.
Does it?
Top right hand corner.
Ooh, not seen that.
Yeah,
Well, they got that bit wrong.
2015.
you pause that.
Queen Diana.
Obviously, she was married to Charles in 80. Well, they were still married in 89, weren't they?
Yeah, they got
When this was
divorced in the
filmed.
90s.
Yeah.
Wow.
Got to go and find his son. And they're in a rush.
But she still wouldn't have been queen in 2015 anyway, because, God bless her, Queen
Yeah.
Elizabeth was still alive.
No.
So they got it well and truly wrong.
Yeah. They're landing there in a rush to go and find the son.
Like, because then they've got a time machine.
Yeah.
Aren't they always in a rush?
Yeah, I was thinking that. And there's so much shouting in this film,
Yeah.
isn't it? It's like, right, we haven't got much time or something. We've got to go and find... I was like, just get there an hour earlier.
Yeah, but I ain't being
Go and
funny.
have a
but
pint.
if they went back a little bit sooner, there may have been 4 Back to the Future films, and you'd only
Yeah.
whinge.
Yeah.
There's another one on the...
You'll be talking about even more. Yeah, just get there and go for some lunch or something. Chill out.
Yeah.
You've got a time
Well,
machine.
Marty had that idea in the end of the first one when he goes back to try and save Doc from the Libyans. He says,
Yeah.
I've got all the time in the world. I'm in the
Yeah.
time
Yeah.
machine.
Exactly. But they're in a rush. And he goes out into the marketplace. Jaws 19. That's cool.
Dun,
Time
dun, dun,
is
dun,
really,
dun, dun, dun,
Really,
dun, dun,
yeah,
dun.
really, really personal. Yeah.
Shark still looks fake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've done Jaws, haven't we? Anyone listening to
Yeah,
this want to listen to our
Not Jaws
podcast?
19.
No.
Jaws 19.
That's coming up in 30 years' time. We do that. Goldie Wilson III. He's there, isn't he?
Yeah.
I like the shop window when he gets to the shop window of all this stuff from the 80s.
Yeah.
I got a few things.
Well, ironically, that stuff does happen these days.
Yeah.
You know, retro gaming and all the kind of fascination with 80s living. You get all these retro gadgets popping up. Toys as
Lava
well.
Lamp was in there.
Yeah.
Jaws VHS.
Nice.
Barbies.
That's one thing.
Dustbuster.
Dustbuster.
Dustbuster, yeah.
Camcorder. Apple Mac.
Yeah.
JVC TV.
Product placement in this film was off
yeah.
the charts, wasn't it?
Yeah. See the Roger Rabbit as well.
No, what's that?
There's a Roger Rabbit in the shop window. And I think Zemeckis directed that.
Yeah,
Didn't
he did.
Yeah.
Christopher Lloyd was in it.
Yeah, and Christopher Lloyd as well.
Yeah.
Yep. But he's told to go to Cafe 80s.
Yeah.
Cool cafe, isn't it?
Now, as we get
You
older,
get those these days.
Yeah.
as well.
I was going to say, how cool would it be to have
Yeah.
a proper Cafe 80s? Now, I'm not saying you want the whiz around TV screen to Michael Jackson and the Middle
They
Eastern.
kind of got that right with like self-service machines.
Yeah, I guess they have. Not the self-service music that follow you around.
Yeah.
Jesus.
What song's playing as they
Yeah.
go in there?
Yeah.
Beat it,
Yeah, well then.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
But how cool would an
Sure.
80s bar be?
Yeah.
Now, the only thing I find really frustrating, because you can visit on the backlot tour of Universal Studios, you can go around to the clock tower part. Now, the fact, because they had a fire in the 90s, well,
Yeah.
2 fires, I think, since they'd done the film, and it completely destroyed it. Now, they've put a gas station where the Cafe 80s building was.
Oh, okay.
Now, we touched on it before, because that building was also the bank in
Wasn't a
Gremlins.
wasn't a Texaco one, was it?
But they've rebuilt it, but they haven't got the coffee shop or that building, and it just like feels wrong.
That cafe, and he goes in. It's always morning, even in the afternoon.
Ronald Reagan, isn't it? Ronald Reagan's the
Ronald
other one.
Reagan.
Ronald Reagan, that's it.
But it's supposed to be Max Headroom, kind of like a homage to Max
Yes.
Headroom, if you can remember that, which was weird.
There's a guitar on the wall in Cafe 80s. I think it's to the left of the Is it Lone Gunman Machine?
Yeah,
Right.
Nintendo Wild Gunman. Sorry.
Wild Gunman. There's a sort of bluish guitar. Now that's the same guitar that Marty plays a bit later on when he's sat in his chair at home. It's the same guitar.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because
What, the
watching it
exact same
when
prop or the same model.
same prop, same model.
because I was trying to understand because later on in the film when Jennifer is in the house and she steps out the cupboard to leave,
Yeah, and he sat there.
he sat there and she kind of looks funny. I'm thinking, I've seen this film shitloads of times. Why does she suddenly look strange at that guitar? So that must be
play.
why she must recognise. Oh no, she
No,
couldn't
no, 'cause
recognise
she
it.
was- Go in the
Because
cafe,
he
wasn't she?
can't play because of his hand injury. He can't play.
Yeah.
He's playing awfully. That's why she's like,
That's the only bit I never really understood.
Would have been better for Doctor gone and sorted out his hand injury.
Yeah.
And then he could have been a rock star.
yeah, in
Did they
this
get that?
timeline, yeah. Like, the first film stops him getting into a car crash, wasn't it? But then if you listen to the exposition,
Yeah.
this film, he still gets into a car crash.
And is that,
Someone calls him Chicken with a Bentley, and
Right.
he injures his hands, and then he gives up
Right.
on his music.
yeah.
So sort that bit out.
Yeah, he could be a famous rock star. That would have probably stopped the kid going and doing the robbery job. Who's the little kid playing what's the machine called we just mentioned?
Oh,
Elijah Wood.
Elijah Wood, that's it.
is it?
Old, that's Frodo, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a little kid. I don't know if it's him, but he says, you have to use your hands? That's like a baby's toy. Or I don't know if he says it or the other kid says it, but... and then Griff comes in. What's up with his voice?
He's got a few
Well,
circuits
yeah,
loose.
Again,
Yeah.
Elon Musk is starting to do brain implants
Right.
as of like 2024.
Yeah.
So maybe they have predicted the future quite well.
We're just 10 years behind.
Yeah.
Since when did you become the physical type?
We should become the physical type.
That's better. Chicken, calls him a chicken. If you want to get Martin McFly to do something for you, you just call him a chicken. Like,
is
can you
true.
pop down the shop and get me some beers?
Does
No.
learn. I thought he learned by the end of the first film.
Chicken.
Anyway, didn't he learn by the end of the first
Well, he doesn't
film?
say chicken in the first film, does he? No one calls him chicken in the first film.
So this is only a Back to the Future Part 2
This
thing,
is,
is it?
yeah, they might have said something like similar, but this is when they call him chicken. Yeah, go and get me some beers. No, you chicken. No one calls me. Oh, I'll go and get them for you.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think.
Hothead.
They make reference to it from 1955 in the second film, but not actually physically.
Well, I thought, like, because at the end of the first one, again, he stops himself going into that car crash, doesn't he? That race. And I thought that was the thing, that maybe they don't use the word chicken, but he...
It sets it up for the third one.
Yeah, he says it actually in the first one, at the car crash.
Not chicken,
Doesn't
though.
he?
I don't think it's chicken. You should know. You've seen this a lot of times. Come on.
Yeah, I think he does.
I don't think he says chicken.
Anyway, moving on.
I'm sure he doesn't. Look that up.
I'm going to look it up.
He escapes similar to the first one, straight on the hoverboard.
The whole scene is, a homage to that.
And I'll tell you what, they're tricky to you because earlier on, 10
I
minutes
mean,
ago.
that's your first time.
Yeah.
Have
Bit
you
wobbly.
actually have you seen those water hoverboards that you can...
Yes.
You ever
Yeah.
had to go on one of them?
No.
Nails hard.
Pitbull.
Is it?
Nails hard. No, the ones that you actually went to London and did it in the Thames. So you're basically attached to a great big hose, and then the jets are off your
Yeah, I've
feet,
seen them do it.
and you got like a jet ski attached to you, and they pump it. I've tried it.
Yeah.
Really, really hard.
But the hoverboards don't work on
Don't
water.
walk over water. These ones do.
Yes.
Unless you have power.
Yeah, unless you help out, yeah. Batter up.
Batter up. Yeah, chase scene. Martin McFly still awesome on a hoverboard.
Yeah.
Then goes over water accidentally.
Yeah.
And we find out that the Mattel hoverboards
Yes.
don't work over water.
Well, there was a sort of big thing, wasn't there, that these things are real. Even Zemeckis said in one of the DVD commentaries that, they're real, you can get them, but parents have hidden it from their kids because they don't want their kids going on it because they're dangerous. And it was like a big thing, like hoverboards are real.
Really? So
And
they tried like a marketing ploy.
Yeah, obviously in the film they're on wires.
Yeah.
It was quite good. You know the guy who says, so just after this, Marty says the old man, he says, save the clock tower. Similar again to the first one.
Yeah.
Do you know what his name is, Paul? Save the clock tower man. And he mentions about the lightning strike. This is just after the
Wasn't that?
He's got prosthetics on, hasn't he?
So
I can't remember. I got a feeling, wasn't it Bob Gale?
so the character's called Terry.
Don't know.
Yeah, he's called Terry, and he is a bit later on. You know, when we go back to 1955, and Biff's arguing with the guy who sorted out his car.
Yeah.
That's Terry.
Ah.
It's the same character.
Also,
the hands his car back and
Yeah.
gives him the cans of oil.
That's the
the
same guy.
homeless person. Oh no, this is later on. Sorry.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Right, okay. Then he goes to get the almanac, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
We got that
The
here.
almanac. Yeah.
I can't lose.
Police pick up Jennifer. Right. Can we sound the Die Hard alarm? Yes, so, right. The lady, Officer Reese, now she was married to Zemeckis.
Right.
Which one's she?
She is...
Well, the other one's Officer Foley.
Foley, yes. So, Officer Reese, she was in Die Hard. She's a news anchor.
Are you sure?
Yes, that is Robert Zemeckis' wife at the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Mary Ellen Trainor. She was also the mum in The Goonies. Mikey's mum. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Full of facts. Might be full of shit as well if you got it all wrong.
It's all right.
Where are we now? So they pick up Jennifer, take her back to her home.
Yes. It's a cool home. Scenery Channel. That's cool, isn't it?
Yeah, which
Hilldale.
Hilldale.
you can get that. Like people do that. They put YouTube on for
Yep.
views of scenery views all the time.
They got that right, didn't they? Yeah.
Yeah, they got that right.
Fingerprint access to places.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, I'm one of those who put scenery things on.
Yeah. I mean, you're like, well, it's gone off, but you got New
Yeah.
York in front of us right now. But
I just go outside. That's what I do.
okay.
Well, I can't go outside New York when I'm in Farringdon.
Voice control.
So we've got voice control. We've got fingerprint.
Well, flat screen TVs as
Flat
well.
screen TVs.
Yeah. No mobiles, eh?
No.
Still
mobiles.
faxes.
Faxes. Video calling.
Video calling,
They
yeah.
got that right in a big way.
Sort of VR headsets.
VR headsets, yeah. I didn't think about that. I was like on my Quest
Yeah.
recently, so.
And then we see when I was younger, Marty's sister, I thought, well, she's quite nice. Didn't realise it was...
I guess they
Michael
got
J.
that
Fox.
right these days as
Yes,
well. They have.
Yes. And George comes in upside down, doesn't he? Because obviously
He's put his back out.
this is a way to disguise it. It's not...
But it's not Crispin Glover.
Crispin Glover,
This
yeah.
is-
He never came back to this one due
big-
to his demands.
Yeah, and he got funny about it, didn't he?
He sued
tried to
him.
sue him because
Yeah.
of using his likeness.
Yeah, which he won. So you can't
did.
you can't do that anymore.
So you can't.
You can't use someone's likeness without their permission.
So you, okay,
I don't know about AI now, how it's all changed, but
deep fake.
yeah. He comes in, doesn't he? Yeah. Oh, out on the golf course. How'd you put your back out? On the golf course.
Golf course.
Marty gets fired.
Yeah.
Stealing money, I think it was, from the payroll. Is that right?
Is a bit, I couldn't really tell. Yeah.
That's what I think it was.
Do you know who Needles is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't realise that.
You're going to give it away now to everyone.
Hey!
Thank you very much.
All right, end of that one then.
Yeah.
Your
Just in case you
Fleabag.
don't know, it's Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yes. That was good.
Plays Douglas J. Needles. Noodles.
Yeah, noodles.
Noodles is someone who's in The Offspring. So anyway, carry on.
Is he? Yeah. Marty gets fired. It comes through on a fax, isn't it?
Yeah.
So they got that bit wrong.
Read my facts.
Yeah.
McFly.
That was straight away as well. So he agrees to do something, and then within like a second.
Yeah, but it's the future.
It's the future.
It's a bit like email.
But how quick was that? Even if it is the future.
The future.
But how would that guy have realised that he?
It's the future.
It still makes no sense what time period it is. He couldn't have got that information that quick.
Technology. It's the future.
Yeah.
But before that, I mean, they all sit down. This is, again, some more product placement. I mean, something what didn't happen is they sit down for dinner. Fruit bowl comes down.
Yeah.
Hydrate pizza.
Yeah.
You know, it comes in
Black
like a little
and Decker.
cellophane.
Yeah.
Black and Decker product
Yeah.
placement again.
Pizza Hut.
Pizza, yes.
Yeah.
You sure know how to hydrate. I mean, that pizza
Yeah.
what came out, it did look
Yeah.
dry and not cooked, though, didn't it?
Yeah,
I mean,
it
it may
was
have
the best.
expanded in size.
There was a Pizza Hut advert around that time, and it was Back to the Future, and they went into
Not surprisingly.
the future. Oh, Biff steals a DeLorean, doesn't he? Because he's following them.
Yep.
He sneakily follows them.
He hears about.
Don't know how he learns to fly it.
No.
Well, he doesn't do a very good job, but this is
No,
one
he
of the
doesn't.
ones where there's a deleted scene. Now, I think the deleted scene in this bit should have perhaps stayed in the film.
Yeah.
This is him erasing himself.
When he comes back and he's
Yeah,
obviously erased
yeah.
himself from the new future. I suppose in some ways, removing it, you don't know what's happening, and then if you kept it in, you'd think, well, hang on, how come he's
in pain,
disappeared?
isn't he? He's in pain. I'm thinking, why is he in pain?
It was never explained.
Yeah.
I agree with you at the start before I watched this, because I read about that, or I saw that deleted scene. However, Doc then talks about Einstein and Jennifer, how the future will transform around them and they'll be unaffected.
Yeah.
So that effectively would happen to Biff as well, I think. That's why.
Yeah, anyone in the future.
That's why they didn't include it in.
But what the couple of things
he'll go back, give it to himself, and then he'll come back to where he was, and there's that's his timeline. That's him. So this future would transform around him.
Yeah. Well, first of all, why is he coming back? Why is he bringing the car back? He couldn't give a damn about them two. Why is he bringing the car back to that time and parking it in the same place?
Yeah.
And also, if he's gone back to 55 and given Biff the almanac, and now he's gone to 2015, how come like everything's still the same? Shouldn't it be like really bad, like it is when they go back to 85?
So
and there is like different time.
So it's
the only thing will possibly
off alternate.
Maybe again that's why
he shouldn't disappear because he's in his own timeline. The alternate one is where
maybe that's why they took it out, because otherwise the Hilldale bit would have to be. They do go back to Hilldale in the alternate.
I don't know, my brain hurts.
Jesus,
we had the same thing with Terminator.
Yeah.
Didn't we?
Yeah, we've got to stop doing these time travel films. Can we? What we're doing next? Just a horror slasher film. That'd be a lot easier.
Can you think of another time travel film of the 80s? Terminator and Back to the Future were the two main ones.
Yeah.
I think of another one. There's probably like others.
Quantum Leap 90s.
Movies. Right, so what's next?
They go to 1985, and this is when the shit hits the fan, doesn't it?
This is where it gets really dark. Now, as a kid, I always remember all the cool futuristic bit, and I think I used to just turn off at this bit because it gets too dark and uninteresting. Yeah. Same with Empire Strikes Back. Never used to enjoy Empire Strikes Back because it's too dark when I was younger. As you get older, you do. I appreciate this for... Because they say shit a few times, don't they? Do they say that in the first one? Is there swearing in the first one?
Potty mouth.
I think there's one or two.
Yeah, oh, is he? Yeah. Okay. When they get in that DeLorean to go to 1985, right? If you look at if you look at the display, last time departed was 12th of the 11th, 1955, 6:38 p.m. So it showed the time that Biff nicked the DeLorean to go back. If they'd have seen that, they'd have noticed someone's been in the time machine. Yeah. Because on the display,
they also find they would have noticed the great big cane that was just in the footwell.
And the bag.
Let us know.
The almanac came in.
Yeah.
Well, mind you, the bag would have been in it because the almanac. Oh no, because he got the almanac out of the bin, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whew. I need to sit down. Where's your chair, Paul?
It's out in the hallway.
I bet it is today. Dropped Jennifer up the porch again, just dump her. Like I dumped her in the rubbish in 2015. We dump her again. She'll be all right.
Don't remember bars being on these windows?
Yeah. What's going on here? Something's a bit weird.
The alternative dystopian future.
He goes back to his house, but it's not his family living there.
Random family's house.
Yeah, Michael Jackson
comes
pictures.
In and absolutely decimates the room.
Smashes
Al White with his baseball bat.
That's it, Al White. That's it, Al White, yeah. Someone said to me once they thought that was Samuel L. Jackson, and I said, it's definitely not him.
Sounds like him. Yeah, no, it's Al White.
We had this debate, and I was like, it's definitely Al White. You go to Strickland's house.
Yeah.
But Strickland don't recognise Marty because...
Why would he?
The school burned down
6 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
But would he remember it? Was he at the school? We don't know, do we? It's all different.
No, it's a different timeline, so he never actually taught Marty.
Well, this is another deleted scene when Marty goes to the school.
A boarding school, hasn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, anyway, carry on.
Marty stumbles across Biff's Pleasure Paradise.
Yeah, bikers welcome.
Sounds like a...
I heard
strip club.
Sounds like Rob's place.
Oh,
Biff's character here was modelled on Donald Trump. Yeah, I've heard this. He gets smacked, doesn't he, by one of the goons? Yeah. Is it one of the three goons? The easy way. Yeah. Is it one of the goons? This is right. They're really funny. They're like cartoon characters, aren't they? They all stick around. Billy Zane.
Zane, yeah.
And they're the same three in each film.
Yeah.
He wakes up on the what floor was it?
27th.
Yeah. Mum, you're so big.
Yeah.
Mum, you're so big. Stop staring, Marty. First one, he's like nearly getting it on with his mum. This one, he's like checking out her boobies.
Melons.
Now, Lea Thompson's, I think I read this correctly. She still has those fake
Really?
boobies. I suppose you wouldn't want to get rid of them, would you? Because it's your, I guess it was a mould made. I don't know.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
You tell us, Rob. You seem to know.
Yeah, that's what I read.
So she still has them as a souvenir?
I think so. If you're listening to this, Lea Thompson, because she might be.
Yeah, she might be.
Do you still have the mould for your breasts?
Very delicately put there, Rob. Well done.
We find out George has died.
Yes.
Poor old Georgie boy. Doc and Marty realise.
So this is like, the darkest it
Yeah,
gets.
they
It's
realise.
thunder, lightning, and just like dystopian future. It's all gone to
Yeah,
pot.
and he goes to the graveyard, doesn't he, and sort of stumbles across it.
Yeah, and the doc's behind him. I'm
Yeah.
afraid it is, Marty.
Then Marty goes and says, Biff, party's over, Biff.
Yeah,
And he wants to
just three
Find
words.
out.
Grays, sports, almanac.
almanac. I never knew what an almanac was until I watched this film.
No, I still don't know what an almanac
No,
is.
to be honest, I don't.
I'm guessing what it is.
Yeah.
A collection of
Sportsmen.
sports of. Is it just?
We don't get them over here, do we? Almanacs. Is it an American?
It's an American word. I mean, the original ones from the films I've seen, because they had years and years ago when I was in Orlando. They had them at they had a display at the airport, with the hoverboard and some of the bits and bobs from the film.
Like we got here.
Yeah. Going back to the hoverboard scene, the woman, when they go through the window,
Yep.
one of them, the lady, has an accident. She crashes to the floor and she was badly injured.
Oh, really?
Oh, they kept it in.
And they kept it in. So if you watch it very carefully, from the inside of the clock tower courthouse, when they come through, you'll see suddenly whoosh,
Yeah.
falls down. I can't remember what it was. I think one of the ropes or something broken out. But yeah,
Marty gets on the roof, doesn't he? And this is when Biff confesses that he killed George.
the roof.
They never matched the one that killed your old man.
Yeah.
You son of a.
2 McFlys with the same gun. Is that what he says?
Something like that.
2 McFlys with the same gun.
That's it. Marty jumps off the building. What's going on here, mate?
I love that. Idiot.
Yeah.
Would you seriously? I mean, I suppose if someone stood there with a gun, take a chance. But
Yeah.
I mean, that's,
Well,
Does
he
it-
jumps off because he looks and sees the lorry in there.
but it's only a small thing. I mean, when you think he's on 27, 28 floors up, I mean, that's still a small area to jump onto. I mean,
Yeah.
what happens if he'd had 2 polishes of wax? I mean, it might be quite
Or
slippery.
rained, yeah.
It just casually does it as well, doesn't he? Just sort of like... And then they get the DeLorean, and now they decide to go back to 1955 to get the almanac, didn't they? Off of
Yes.
Biffy Boy.
Why did Biff tell him?
Yeah.
Biff just shouldn't have told him. Again, there wouldn't be a film.
And just before they go to 1955, if you look at the display on the car, it flashes up 1885. So it gives,
Which explains, because he says you got to get this thing fixed.
yeah, a little bit
Which
of a
explains,
plot.
and he does explain that he's always wanted to go back to
Yeah, he wants to go
the
to
Old West.
Yeah.
His favourite historical
And we mention his Biff's great granddad or
Mad
something
Dog, Mad Dog.
a bit earlier on.
Yeah.
And the Doc has a shirt on, doesn't he, with horses, people on horseback, and a train on the shirt.
And Wild Gunman.
Well, Gunman.
Well,
Yeah.
it's all foreshadowing
Yep.
Back to the Future Part 3.
So now we're in 55. Back to 55.
Back to 55.
Still with us, everyone? I'm not. What's going on there? Doc has a suitcase full of money and tells Marty to go to Biff's house and try and get the almanac. And this is where we see Terry, the mechanic.
Yeah.
$302 worth of
Damage. Back in 55.
damage, right? I looked that up.
Yeah.
Inflation, $3.5 grand.
Oh.
No wonder he's fuming.
Yeah, absolutely.
Manure. I hate manure.
No, that's bullshit. No, it's horse shit.
Yeah, that's a good one. Like. And then he sees Lorraine turn
Yeah.
up, gone to got a prom dress.
That's it. He straight up to her, lifts up her dress, and then
It's awful.
I know.
I mean, never
Biff.
thought about back then, but yeah, I mean, I was watching that bit the other day. I was thinking, yeah, you can't really do it.
Could you imagine doing that these days? Or seeing a high school kid go and do it these
I
days?
know. Can't even say anything. You
it'd
can't
be
even.
cancelled.
You can't even wolf whistle these days.
No. Jeez.
Tried it the other day. I saw this guy.
Was that you whistling at me?
Yeah, Here he goes. Remember? He was walking down the street. I thought, there's Paul. Yeah, Biff harasses Lorraine, and then old Biff's in the car, though, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's like, get out of my car. What are you doing
He
in my
must
car?
have recognised some resemblance, thinking, shit, you look quite familiar.
He starts the car because only Biff can start it, can't he?
Because you got to have the touch.
And they drive, go to his garage, and he says about the almanac, turns on the radio at the exact moment that a game is just ending, goes to the exact page in the almanac, which I thought
Don't
was
overthink it.
bit of a coincidence.
Don't overthink
Yeah,
it.
you overthink, Rob.
And it's like, the commentators are like, is it like 17, 16 or something? And the game's over, but they're in the field, they're about to do a field goal, so the game's not going to be over because they're just about to do a field goal.
It's like, I guess we had for English terms, soccer. If we had a penalty in the 92nd minute, and they go, "Wow,
Game's over.
his game's over.
Normally
He's
is.
not going to score."
Yeah. Plus they want
Imagine
you
the
to watch.
comments are saying that.
Yeah.
Oh, he got his one.
Yeah. And Biff's still sort of not, he's not sort of thinking this is amazing, is he? He still sort of like passes it off and then chucks the book behind.
But then checks it out later, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And he starts to get convinced.
Doc goes and bumps into his self.
This is where,
This is cool.
So that's one DeLorean.
Yeah. And apparently, I haven't looked it up, but if you go to watch the original Back to the Future, in this scene, there's a guy walking past who has the same outfit on as the Doc, apparently. So that's why he goes and changes clothes, so it makes it look like that Doc there.
So you don't reckon they...
I haven't checked this out, but this is what I read.
They couldn't have foreshadowed that because you said that they didn't realise.
Yeah, but maybe in the second one, they've just noticed there was a guy walking past in the first one. So
they just made him fit to that.
Yeah, because he comes and buys a hat, doesn't he?
That's
and it has the
clever.
tag on it.
Yeah, that's clever.
Then we go to the Enchantment Under the Sea.
Yep.
Now, I spoke to you a couple of weeks ago about this scene, didn't I? I was watching it on Sky.
Yeah.
Now, this was before we'd actually said we were going to do Back to the Future.
Yeah.
So, Sky Movies, for listeners outside the UK, Sky Movies is a satellite cable channel thing.
Right.
They show, they've got about 8 or 9 different film channels.
Doesn't everyone have Sky Movies?
Not in the US.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Don't know that.
Sky's a British company.
Oh, okay. Don't know that.
So, on one of the Sky Movie channels was Back to the Future 1.
Yeah.
On another Sky Movie channel was Back to the Future 2.
Yeah, and they're doing it at the same time, weren't they?
Now, when they got to the scene at the Enchantment Under the Sea dance, on both films were showing near enough within 10, 20 seconds of each other, the scenes as per each individual film. And that just, this is the nerd in me. That blew my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And we mentioned this.
It was weird.
Yeah,
It's very clever how they do this. Like, they're very well thought through, very well
Yeah.
put
Genius.
together, and like very well written. You know.
Yeah.
I think they got all the details
They
pretty
nailed
much
it.
bang on. You know, there's nothing they can pick because, well, why would he be there? They
Yeah.
thought about all the bits in between scenes.
Yeah, it's clever.
I mean, the
That
whole
is
lot
great.
where Biff gets punched, and then,
what-
when they're
what he does
in the dance
after.
when Marty's on stage, but then Marty's going along the gantry because
Yeah.
there's two of them there. It's
It's very well done.
It's genius.
This is why I think another reason I like this film so much, because it's just how well written it is in this part.
well, all the bits where they interact with the previous movies, just so well done.
Again, I think it's the first time that this has ever been done as well.
Must
They do it
be,
in.
isn't it?
I remember that one of the Harry Potters they do a time thing where they go back and visit themselves.
Well,
earlier in the movie.
They wanted everyone to wear the same sort of outfits as well because Lorraine, there was 3 dresses that Lorraine had. There was 3 of the same dress,
right.
and they couldn't find them. But luckily, she had one at home, so she had to go back home to get that dress to wear it for that
okay.
scene.
Again, very, very well done. Very impressive.
I think she's still got that.
Yeah,
There's a Christopher Lloyd documentary on Discovery Channel.
yeah. I'd
And-
rather show my friends the dress than the fake boobs.
Well, what about
Cast.
dress wearing the fake boobs?
Yeah. We see Marty watch George deck Biff, don't we? After from Strickland's office. That guy. Did he take his wallet?
Ooh
He
la
just took
la.
his wallet.
Well, he says that about 5
Yeah,
times.
and then it goes
doesn't
back again, doesn't it? And I think he took your wallet. I think he took his wallet.
Yeah.
He does say that.
It's such an oddly placed thing.
And he just seems familiar, but I don't think he is. Yeah,
Don't know. Maybe you took your wallet.
I don't think he has. Marty's on stage, but the other Marty is above, isn't he? Because he's got
Yeah.
to drop the old sandbags on the 3 goons.
Mm-hmm.
Biff steals the almanac back. And then they drive the car, and he drives off. This is quite a cool scene with him. They're sort of hovering above him, aren't they?
Which I don't know how they get so close.
Yeah.
How he wouldn't just look in the rear view mirror.
There's no other
You're
cars on
saying
the
it's well
road.
written, and then the next scene, I'm
Yeah.
taking it to pieces. But the thing is about that previous scene, like I couldn't take any. to pieces at all.
Yeah.
This bit, I'm like, you'd see a car behind you that close.
This is why it's a kid's film, because you got like comedy like this. You got a floating car behind, he doesn't notice.
Yeah.
You know, you got Biff
If you
hiding.
didn't hear
behind-
it, you would have thought he'd have heard
Yeah.
And you hear it, yeah.
Biff hiding behind the dustbins at the start, creeping around. It's quite funny.
But that tunnel, you recognise the tunnel?
Yes,
Is it the same one from the first
from
one?
Roger Rabbit.
Roger Rabbit.
Yeah, again, another Roger Rabbit reference. There's news on the radio as well about a storm coming. I thought that was quite cool.
Yes. Genius.
That was good. Manure truck happens again.
Yep.
Same old thing.
They drive past it, don't they?
Do they? Right.
It's coming the other way.
Oh,
It's
okay.
still, but then they come across it later on.
Anyway, he burns the book, and this is the matches bit. See? This is the reference to the matches earlier. It changes on the, and then the paper changes. But what made me laugh was it said Doc Brown committed, didn't it?
Yeah.
And then because all this happens, surely that there would be nothing about the doc.
I saw a comment on YouTube and I was watching some scenes as well where it said George McFly murdered, as to how funny it would be if George McFly not murdered.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah. Just let everyone know no one was murdered.
Yeah.
He wasn't murdered today.
Oh.
How it just changes. Papers change, and then we get the DeLorean, don't we? Struck by lightning. He's fanning around. Yeah, it's a bit of a storm, but you thought he'd just land. Sure, it'd be easy to land and stay up there.
Ugh, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's the same storms, the same, I wouldn't say the same lightning bolt, but again,
Yeah.
the DeLorean gets hit by lightning, that's suddenly 1.21 gigawatts.
Yeah.
It does, it looks like it blows the DeLorean up, but I think it just
sends it
back
off.
in time.
But why did the bunting not go with the DeLorean?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Come unattached. Maybe the lightning just sizzled it.
That's a good point.
And then someone in the car turns out. I thought, who is this? I thought it was going to be the doc.
This is again.
Yeah, this
brilliant.
is brilliant.
This is probably the best bit, I reckon. Western Union man. This guy, Joe Flaherty, sadly died in April. Just gone, yeah. He was the Western Union man. He turns up with a letter, pouring down the rain, 70 years old, and he's like opening it in the... Imagine that, you just open the letter. What's this? We've been waiting 70 years for this. And it gets smudged from the rain. And
Yeah, I can't read it. Yeah, because he wrote it with, a quill.
Quill, yeah.
And all the ink rubs off.
70 years, 2 months and 12 days they had that letter.
I've written that down because I thought you'd come up with that for the quiz.
No, I didn't.
Sort of dumbass shit you come up with.
And Marty goes to the doc, which is the start, which is the end, isn't it, of Back to the Future 1, when he just sent him off and he comes back again.
Yep.
Yeah, see, again, this bit is
That's clever.
genius. I mean, he comes back, the car goes...
So again, do remind me, because my memory is awful. Does Marty come running back at the end of Back to the Future 1? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Not in the end of the first one, does he? No, he just goes off.
No, because the car goes off, and then that's
Right,
it from
okay.
Yeah.
1955.
Right, so part of me was suddenly thinking that happened in...
No, that didn't.
Okay,
No.
right, okay, good.
So he goes to the doc and he says, "It's me, Marty." And Doc says, "It can't be. I just sent you back to the future."
That's right.
I'm back.
I'm back. I am back from the future.
Yeah.
Great Scott.
And falls over.
And then trailer for Back to the Future Part 3, which I'm sure we'll get round to.
I do another thing. Not next episode though, because I've had enough of Back to the Future.
Well,
No,
I
we're
reckon-
doing
I
next
reckon
year.
Next year.
Next
Yeah.
year for
Yeah.
Back to the
Okay.
Future Day.
Yeah,
That was
that's cool.
Right, my brain hurts. That was Back to the Future 2.
What a bloody good film. What a bloody good film. I might watch it
That was
later.
hard work. Any computer games, Scotty boy?
Yeah, there was loads. All on the same platforms, you know. NES, SNES, I think. No.
Xbox. It's Back to the Future game on the Xbox.
Yeah, it was from Telltale. I think it was Time Travel. Telltale Games, I think, but you can't buy it anymore.
I've got it.
Well, no, to download, you can't buy it anymore.
Oh.
They take it. It's been discontinued. So I tried to buy
okay.
it
I
on
was
Steam.
going to say, I've got it on the
They've done
Xbox.
they've done a Jurassic Park one and a Back to the Future one, but you can't buy it anymore. It's been taken off Steam. Weirdly, I don't know why. Maybe the company went under or something.
Even on normal Xbox.
Well, once you've got it, you can play it. Obviously, yeah. That's the series there. That was about 2015 that came out or something like that.
Yeah.
2015.
Master System had a Back to the Future. Part 3. But they were on everything. All Mega Drive, SNES, probably Game Boy as well, but definitely Master System, all those things. Nothing particularly noteworthy.
Do you want to do memories?
Memories.
Yeah, we got a fancy, sexy little jingle, haven't we, Paul?
We have. Play jingle. Memories.
Okay, we've got a couple of memories. Paul, do you want to read out your one, Paul?
I do have one. Yep, let me just get it up.
Hey, what about the memory?
Well, yes, Robert. So we've got a memory here from Mr. P. Nurse from London.
Hey, we got him, Scott.
Do apologise. It's Mr. P. Smith.
We tried to have Paul
From
me
London.
with a funny name.
We
May-
like to have fun.
We may actually lose a listener for
Yeah.
me reading that out.
Yeah.
So your joke may backfire. So I had nothing to do with this. It's just Rob's poor sense of humour.
We have a laugh, don't we?
So, do we have a first name for this person, or is it literally?
It was Mr. P. Smith. Yeah, I changed it to Mr. P. Nurse for comedy effect.
Hilarious.
Sorry, Mr. P.
Yeah, sorry.
We'll go back in time
Yeah.
and forget that joke. So, Mr. P. Smith from London. Back to the Future
Penis.
is awesome. I loved every second of it. Love the future aspect and how it makes your mind work. Love the show.
Oh yeah, we can definitely attest to how it makes our mind work. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I have Sarah from Devon. My favourite of the 3 Back to the Futures. I agree with you, Sarah, definitely. Just remember watching it and thinking the future looks so cool. I agree with you again, Sarah. Thank you for giving me this one, Rob. Now the future is in the past, but you get what I mean. Oh my God, she's blown my mind
It's
again.
confusing again.
Now the future's in the past.
Well, I got one. This is quite interesting. This is from, apologise if I get the name wrong, Yana Cooksey from California.
California.
Now, her Instagram name was Banana is Amazing. And she wrote, I think it was a unique film, brought the characters together that helped strengthen the story, gave a good understanding of the events in the story within the movie. Well, at that point, it was fun to see because there was already a strong built foundation of the characters and it found you rooting for all of them separately for a happy ending. And then, amazingly, Tom Wilson, who is Biff, replied to her comment on our post and said, Banana is amazing. Really, bananas are amazing. Great comment. And that was officially from Tom Wilson.
Thank you, Tom Wilson. And thank you, Lea Thomas, as well, for...
Lea Thompson.
That's what I said. Go back in time for that one.
I know.
And then we got one other memory, haven't Paul?
We have got one more memory. Lea Thompson.
Hey, this is Lea Thompson, aka Lorraine McFly, or Lorraine McFly Baines Tannen. And Back to the Future 2 is a really interesting film. I get to play a lot of different characters. Michael J. Fox plays 3 or 4 characters in the same scene. And so does... I don't play myself in the same scene, but I also know that Biff plays 2 different characters in the same scene. So it's a very interesting movie, the darkest of the trilogy, and I hope you enjoy it. Lots of love. Thank you so much, Paul, Rob, and Scott, for paying attention to Back to the Future 2. Great Scott.
Thanks for that, Lea. Then Paul arranged that. Well done, Paul. Paul's been in touch with the stars.
I have, and this week has been the LA Comic Con, where the stars have all been together, haven't they? Biff,
all of them
Michael
on
J.
stage,
Fox,
which
Christopher
is
Lloyd, and Lea Thompson all took part again.
Yeah,
Thomas.
Thompson. Right, what's that coming back from 2015 in a DeLorean? It's a quiz!
Hey!
Quiz time!
Right, quiz. Quiz time. Paul's excited for this one. You could win this one, Paul.
I bloody hope so.
What have you
Could
done?
be embarrassing. Could be a massive
I
failure.
know. What if Scott gets them all?
I'm going to get them all.
Fastest
I never
finger
get them
first.
all.
Fastest finger first. We got the buzzers. Yours. Brilliant.
We
Question
didn't
1.
really tell who's was who's then.
No, let's do it again. Pause, yours is. And Scott, yours is. Right, okay. 14 questions. Join along at home. A lot of Biff questions in here. Question 1.
There were other characters in the film.
In what year did Biff make his first million? Scott?
1979. No, that's not right.
No.
That's not right. That's when he legalised gambling.
Paul, you can steal.
Bum.
Paul?
1957.
It was 1958.
Because it's his 21st birthday,
Yeah.
isn't it? Shoot.
Question 2. How much was Biff's taxi fare?
$174.50.
Correct. 174.50. 1-0 to Scott. What car did Biff drive? Paul.
BMW.
Nope.
He did in the future.
Okay, right. Let me just rewrite this question. Let me just say this again. Okay, right. Question 3. What car did Biff drive in 1955?
It was a 47 Ford.
It wasn't. I'm being strict here.
On the year.
Paul?
Can't think.
It's a 46 Ford.
46 Ford.
Thank you for being strict.
Do you know who drove a 47 Ford? Weirdly, Mr. Miyagi.
Did he?
Yeah, because I looked this up. I thought
That's not where I got that answer.
Yeah, I thought that looks the same car. I looked up Mr. Miyagi's car, 1947 Ford. So I was very strict on that. Question 4. Sticking with Biff.
Might have to just delete the whole quiz at this rate.
Biff lived with his grandma. What was her name? Good question, this.
Can't think.
Gertrude.
It was Gertrude.
When did they say that? Because I always...
It didn't say it, but his house, if you look at when they go to Biff's house, it says Gertrude Tannen at the top.
I just remember Tannen being on it.
Yeah.
Bollocks.
Come on, Paul. Okay. Sticking with Biff again. What was Biff's address in 1955?
That I don't remember.
Scott.
1809 Mason Street.
1809 Mason Street. Right. Question 6. Marty buys the almanac from a shop. Can you name the shop?
Bugger. I got this wrong on a multiple choice.
It's on the bag. It's on the back. You do see it.
Yeah.
Let's see, next to Cafe
Yeah,
Elliot's.
I don't remember being on the shop line. I saw it last night on the bag, and mine's gone.
Come on, anyone? Nope. Paul?
Back to the 80s.
Nope.
No.
The shop was called Blast from the Past.
Blast from the Past.
Question 7.
Never got that one.
Sticking with the shop, there was some bottled water on display in the shop window. What was the brand of the water? Some bottles of water clearly there, just underneath Roger Rabbit.
I didn't even see Roger Rabbit.
Scott?
Purina.
Purina is fucking cat food.
I'm just guessing.
It was Paul?
Pepsi.
No, I said water.
Yeah, I know, but I was thinking from the future. 80s.
Oh, no, it was Perrier water.
Perrier.
3-0 still. Question 8. What level?
Paul got that.
Go on.
27.
Scott? What level did Lorraine hydrate the pizza at?
Oh!
4.
Level 4.
Yeah.
Level 4, correct. 3-1.
I was got a review on that. I thought he was going to say what level was.
Yeah, and I was thinking, hang on, I was
he,
in two
he,
minds.
He would have said.
We said that in the earlier.
Yeah.
Question 9. What was George's middle name?
George's.
What was George McFly's middle name? It was on his headstone.
Gravestone. I was looking at the dates. I can tell you both dates.
I looked at that.
Scott?
I'm going to guess Henry.
No.
Oh.
Paul?
Don't know.
It was the same as Needle's name. Douglas.
Jay. Oh, Douglas.
Douglas. Question 10. Back to Biff again. Biff was in the hot tub with the ladies. Hello, ladies. He was watching a film.
Oh, I need to know what the rest of it is. Clint Eastwood.
What was the name of the film?
Okay.
Paul.
Fistful of Dollars.
Fistful of Dollars. He's
Nice.
brought it back to 3-2.
Good.
What we got? 3 questions left. This is tense. This is what the list
I knew it was
is.
Clint Eastwood. I just had to guess a Clint Eastwood film. I didn't really know the
I've
answer.
seen one Clint Eastwood film recently.
This is what the listeners want. Bit of competition in the quiz.
Yeah. This is good.
Question 12.
Quiz.
What country did the 1985 alternate Biff say Marty should be in? He storms in and says, you should be in
Switzerland.
4-2.
I lost it.
One of the questions, there's quite a few. You
You
can come back.
You can pull it back to draw.
Question 13. What was the name of the device Doc used to knock out Jennifer? A bit like Men in Black, wasn't it? Sort of wipes their memory but knocks them out.
I can probably get half of it. I'm going to guess sleep-inducing harmonic resonator.
Sleep-inducing, yeah, but I want the actual proper name.
Yeah, don't give me that then.
Don't know.
It was a sleep-inducing alpha rhythm generator. So it's 4-2 to Scott. Right. Final question. Now we're going to go alternate. So you can guess first, Paul.
What alternate?
Yeah, then you can guess one, Scott.
1985.
Right. Let's see if you can. You might pull back here, Paul. So it's interesting. Question 14. So Paul, you're first. What channels does Marty ask for on the TV in 2015?
Weather Channel.
Weather Channel. Yeah, you can have that one. That's 3, 4.
18.
18 was on there. Well done, Scott. Hold on. So Scott's back in the lead. 5-3. Paul?
Scenic Channel.
No, you didn't ask for that.
Sure.
Yeah, because that was on the blind.
I wrote the first few down there. Give it up.
Can you think of one,
He
Scott?
does ask for what at the end. He says whatever channel, any old channel, or any other channel.
Yeah, there's 4 other numbers that I want.
Okay, you just want the numbers there. 25.
No. Paul, do you want to shout a number?
No, I didn't pay any attention to the numbers whatsoever.
Scott?
12.
204.
No.
12.
No, okay.
69.
We'll cut it there. So it was 5-3 to Scott. The channels that he asked were 18, 24, 63.
I said 24.
You said 25.
I thought I said 24.
I can't remember. Anyway, 18, 24, 63, 109, 87, and the Weather
63,
Channel.
Not 69. Does he not say, though, any other channel?
He might have done, but I wanted the actual specific
I'm
channels.
just checking that
Yeah.
I didn't miss it.
And the scenery was on the blind, wasn't it? That was a quiz. Bit of an anticlimax in the end.
I swear I said 24. I swear I said 24.
Did you reckon you did?
Or did I say 25?
Let's go back and...
Let's go back to the future, back in time. Maybe we can do that now and then.
No.
No.
No one cares anyway. Everyone's switched off by now. This is a long one. Don't forget we're on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube with 10,000 views on Crocodile Dundee, as we said earlier. And please subscribe to our podcasts. Got any shout outs?
Andrew Timms, just my guy at the dojo who I train with, keeps on talking to me about lots of 80s films and stuff like that.
Cool.
That's my guy today, not just Rich and Jordan as always.
Paul, got any shout outs?
Happy birthday to my dad. Birthday yesterday.
Happy birthday, Mr. Constable.
Although when this goes out, it was 10 days ago.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Shh. We're pretending this is the Back to the Future Day, aren't we? 21st.
Yeah.
If we're talking about real days, then it's October 12th and it's my sister's 40th today.
Birthday to your sister.
Happy birthday, sister.
Happy birthday, Joe.
She won't be listening.
No. She might do now.
No.
I've just got a couple. So thank you for James Greenaway for letting us borrow his props.
Lovely props. Nice.
Awesome props.
Steve Pugh said he listened to Top Gun the other day and enjoyed that. Thanks for that comment, Steve. And last night, Chris Rolls, one of my friends, he sent me a picture watching Terminator, and he said he listened to our last episode, enjoyed it, and then wanted to go and watch Terminator after.
Nice. Better than watching the Man United game anyway.
Hey. So thanks for that, guys. Cheers, Chris and Steve. And next time, what are we doing next?
Well,
Halloween special, isn't it?
Friday the 13th.
Yeah. Is it going to be spooktacular?
I've never seen this. Rob, I know you've never seen half of it.
Yeah.
Not really.
We're selling this, aren't we?
Yeah, we're selling this. I'm really excited to see it because it's on the 80s movie scratch off list. I've never seen it before. Paul, you've seen this. You like
Seen
this
it loads
one,
of
right?
times.
Yeah, you
Seen it
like
loads
this
of
one.
times.
Friday the 13th. So that's going to be our Halloween special out on Halloween. And a couple of things we've got coming up. We are going to do Karate Kid. Keep mentioning it.
Eventually.
And we're going to do a John Williams special as well, aren't we?
Oh God, I'm going to fit that in. Yeah.
Before Christmas. Then we got our Christmas one, which we'll mention near the time.
Yeah, we're not discussing Christmas. This
No, we've got Halloween first.
still 2 months and 4 days away.
Halloween special. That'll be next. That'll be out on the 31st. Anyone else want to say anything?
No, not really.
Guys.
Try and do a better quiz next time.
Yeah,
That's
next one.
I thought you'd have got that one. Back to the Future Master, 5-3.
Yeah, but you ask stupid questions like what fucking number and I mean,
I can't say what car they drive in.
What type of things are you researching then for this one?
well, I was looking for little things like the thing where he comes out with the letter, like how long, and the just little bits.
How long the what?
How long he was?
You know, when he had the letter for
So
seven.
it was September
70
the
years,
1st,
2 months and 12 days, and
1985
the date and
That was numbers. I did numbers with
the
the...
numbers, yeah. I thought
Yeah.
we were going to do the dates on yours applies.
Yeah.
April the 1st.
What I should have done was...
What would you really should go on April Fool's Day?
Who was?
George McFly.
Was he?
Yeah, April the 1st, 1938.
Ah,
He died on March 15th.
1973.
73, yeah.
Yeah, see, so that's the sort of stuff I was.
But I had his
So you
middle
were
name.
researching those things, and that's what Rob asked.
Yeah.
But no, he didn't ask those.
He
He
was
asked
asking
stupid things like
those
what
type of
TV channels
questions,
did he put on?
Yeah,
Yeah.
those numbers.
Good numbers.
I
Good
started
quiz.
to write them down, and then I
Yeah, but it's like saying what Sky channel is Sky Sports Premier League on? Well, I don't know. I just go to the menu, you know. I don't even know what my Sky Sports
Observation. You got to watch the film and observe. Observe it.
cricket. So I apologise, listeners, for a piss poor quiz from Rob.
Poor sulky now.
my some.
Right, we're off to watch Jaws 19 now.
Yeah.
Where's
This time it's really, really personal.
Yes. Hey, who? While we're on that, who was director of that film? That's a good question.
Oh, Jaws.
Jaws
Spielberg.
19. Who directed it?
Oh, don't know.
Spielberg.
Jaws 19. Yeah, what Spielberg? This is a good question. Who directed Jaws 19?
George 19. Don't know.
Anyone know?
Remember
No?
Spielberg being on the thing, but I don't remember
Max Spielberg,
Max Spielberg.
who is
his son, probably.
his son. Yeah, he was born around about the same time. Obviously, 2015, he thought he'd be
A director.
director, yeah. Right, let's get out of here. Let's get in the DeLorean. Thanks for listening.
What is it? Let's. Oh God! Come on, Scott.
Mate like a tree
Make like a tree and get out of
and
here.
get out of here. Why, Andy? My brain hurts. Where's your part of the DeLorean? Outside.
Lots of love. Thank you so much, Paul, Rob, and Scott, for paying attention to Back to the Future 2. Great Scott!